Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. Today is Monday, December 8th. If you can believe it, it is 17 days until Christmas. Not even 3 weeks anymore. My goodness, I am not prepared. Anyway, welcome to my channel. If you have not been here before, welcome. My name is Janice. I live and work in Manitoba, Canada. I work at a Canadian grocery store chain called Sobeys, and I do some of my grocery shopping there and the rest at Real Canadian Superstore. Usually, those are the two primary places I shop at. I don't go to too many other stores. I go to Sobeys because A, I work there, so it's convenient. I'm already there. And plus, as an employee, I get a small staff discount of 10% off my first $150 spent in a week. And as well, Sobeys and Safeway are Scene Plus sponsors, meaning you can earn and redeem Scene Plus points in store. The rest of my shopping I typically do at Real Canadian Superstore because, again, they have the PC Optimum Points program. I like to do most of my shopping places like that where I can accumulate points that I can redeem later on for groceries. Now, if you have been following my videos for any length of time or following my channel, you'll know that my usual habit is not to redeem the points as soon as I get them, but usually to save them up all year, starting in January, fresh with basically almost nothing, and see how many I can accumulate so that I can spend them during the Christmas season. And tonight I finally started using my Scene Plus points, and it literally pained me to spend them because I've saved them up all year. My daughter and I worked together at Sobeys, and she laughed at me when I was checking out because she said, "Mom, you and I are not the same." She is quite happy to spend her points as soon as she gets them because she has a separate Scene Plus card, obviously because she has a staff discount as well, so she has her own account. But I mean, I get it. She likes to buy her snacks and her work lunches and whatever and her own food, and so she wants to spend her points. For me, it's like, oh, I work all year to save all this amount up, but pretty soon it'll be obliterated down to nothing. But I do this for a purpose. And there's some YouTubers I follow that are Canadian YouTubers, and they have Scene Plus points, and they like to redeem them as they go and spend very little. But for me, I'm a big Christmas fanatic, and Christmas, so to me, it's a big deal. And, there's a lot of expenses during December. You buy cards, and you buy postage for the cards, and you buy presents and gift wrap and tape and so many different expenses. So if I can save up all year and get a good chunk of points that I can use on my turkey dinner and on my Christmas baking supplies and even the whole month of December's groceries, then that's a real pressure off my shoulders. Plus, it just gives me a goal to strive for, too. So currently going into this, I was sitting at $340 of Scene Plus points, and at Superstore, I'm sitting at $510 of PC Optimum points. So I've got a good little amount to work with here. And I didn't really spend that much tonight. I grabbed a few things, but I was trying to factor in my staff discount. I don't want to spend all my points in one fell swoop because our flyers run Thursday to Wednesday, and along with it, so do the points offers run the same schedule. And this is just, none of this is really, other than the bread, none of it is really true necessities. So I don't want to spend all my points tonight because next week's flyer, who knows, there might be a great sale on meat that I can redeem points for. Maybe the turkeys will go on sale and I can buy my Christmas turkey with my points. So I didn't want to just go nuts on Christmas candy and non-essentials tonight. I have a decent amount of points to work with, but I still want to be wise and careful in what I spend it on. So I grabbed a few things. I grabbed a loaf of white bread. This is the Compliments brand, which is the Sobeys store brand of white bread. I know that whole wheat bread would be probably healthier for me. However, I prefer white bread for my sandwiches. I just like the taste of it. There were no points on that at all, but I just needed it because I had none left at all in the house. Sometimes I get the no-name brand white bread at Superstore, but it is not on my points offers this week. Sometimes it has been, but it currently is not. And being that I was at Sobeys and I just needed it, I just grabbed it. Now, this was $2.49, but again, I have a 10% discount. So actually, it's actually cheaper for me to buy it, even at regular price at Sobeys. Because at Superstore, their no-name brand white bread is $2.50. This is $2.49. So on its own, there's 1 cent cheaper anyway, but I also have the 10% discount. So that is what I picked up, one of those for right now. Pardon me. And then here I grabbed some cookies. I prefer to do most of my own baking. However, I want to have some of these on hand. If you've been following my channel for any length of time, you'll have heard me talk about my fire hall deliveries. That is something I do 3 times a year in memory of a family member. My father was 50 years old, just about when I was born. He was a World War II veteran, and he was in the war with 2 uncles of mine. My dad died when I was a child, and my one uncle continued on very much as a father figure in my life. And after the war, he had gone on to be a fire chief. He passed away 12 years ago at 98 and a half years old. And so I started on what would have been his 100th birthday in August of 2015 by taking cookies to 2 fire halls closest to our home in his memory. And I've expanded that over the years to now be 5 fire halls. And instead of just being on his birthday in August, it includes Christmas Eve and Easter. So I have a Christmas Eve delivery coming up to 5 fire halls. And normally I do all my own baking for it, and I will, but I really am behind. I really haven't done any true Christmas baking yet. I need to get busy on that. So I wanted to have some of these to throw in the baskets just in case. I take some of my homemade jams and I do baking and whatnot. But I have 6 packages of cookies here. They were $3.49 each. And again, that's before my staff discount. 1 package of cookies will be for my family, and the other 5 will be for the 5 fire hall baskets, assuming my family doesn't find them and start eating them on me. But I'm going to have to be really smart about how I hide them. But at $3.49, and that's a price lock until the end of December. That price is locked in, so I could get more if I wanted to. $3.49 minus my 10%. So 1 will be for us, and the rest I'm setting aside. And then I grabbed some Imperial margarine here. I have lots of butter in the house, which is mostly what I use for my Christmas baking. But I like to have a tub of margarine on hand as well, and I am out. It is $6.99, but I bought that because there was 100 points on it. And then some more eggnog, $6.29. And again, all these prices are before the 10% off. So all I earned tonight was 100 points. But let me show you the breakdown here. Here's the $3.49 for all the cookies. Please forgive my birds in the background. They know I'm home from work and they probably want to be fed. I want to be fed too, actually. It's 9:17 at night. I'd like to have some supper. So there's all the cookies. There's the 100 points on the margarine. My staff discount was $3.70. I redeemed 3,000 points, which is $30 in points. Pardon me. So that is $30 in points that came off. Remember, I said I was going into this with $340 in points. So I earned 100 points on the margarine. I redeemed 3,000 points. So my closing balance is 31,808 points, which once that 100 points in the margarine hits my account, that will be 31,908 points will be my balance. That takes about 24 hours for that to hit. So after the redemption tonight, I'm at $310 rather of Scene Plus points. And like I said, when the 100 points hits, I'll be at 31,908. So I'll be just shy of $320 in points. So not bad. I started out with $340. I redeemed $30. I'm down to $310. And with the 100 points I earned, I'll be almost back at $320. So not bad. I'm still sitting pretty good for the Christmas season. And that is actually all I'm going to share with you right now. I'm going to just end this video here and leave it at that. And I get paid actually I got paid last week, but I just haven't had a chance to go to Superstore yet to do the rest of my shopping. So that's going to happen in a couple of days. So I'm going to leave you here. This is a short little haul from what I picked up tonight. And make sure you check back on my channel in a few days, because then I'll have the rest of my bi-weekly grocery haul up from Superstore. I hope you liked this little video. If you did, make sure you leave a comment down below. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I hope your Christmas prep is coming along just fine, because we are running out of time, folks. Somehow as an adult, we always seem to have less time to get ready than when we were a kid. Christmas takes forever to get here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. And if you did, leave a comment down below, and we'll see you in the next video, everybody. Have a great week and stay warm. It's getting cold here, so stay warm if it's cold where you are too. See you next time. Have a great week.